the sell point. So yeah, I had a lot of stuff in the back of the trailer that needed burnt, and I couldn't put it all in the fire at the same time. So I put a ton of logs and a bit of what was in the trailer, because I still had to saw that up as well. And did some of that on Thursday. I did all of the rest of it on Saturday, which now means that the tractor's trailer is empty. I can chop up the logs, throw them in the back of the trailer, and we can prune some hedges along the front of the house as well and throw them in the back of the trailer, and just, you don't have to carry it all the way around the back to the fire pit. So that's a good thing. Okay, this is 12:26. 1 hour of real time is 3 hours of game time, so we have about 40 minutes to complete this contract before the rain comes. What I don't know, I'm assuming I'm going to have to go through the animal dealer complex in order to get to that field entrance. Oh, that's not the way. Oh, okay. We'll take the long way round. It might be possible to get through that way, but looks like the path still carries on. So, which field do I want? The one to our right, which does have an entrance. Good, good, good. Unfold that. Set a 0 degrees. So I'll put 2 headlands along the bottom and 2 headlands along the top when we return. But this is going to be very, very quick. This is not going to take me 40 minutes. Probably would have been easier to turn left. Just saying. I think technically I should do the headlands last, but yeah, not going to bother. I really just want to get this done as quickly as possible. That's not my field. Don't have to do it properly. Just have to do it and get paid for it. We're already 20% done. Looks like this was possibly a potato field. But with 2 headlands along the bottom, it does make it easier to turn this it round somewhat. I'm actually not doing, I don't think I'm doing too badly here. I'm underestimating the width of this cultivator, which means I'm not missing too many bits here. This light back up. I think that triangle there is going to be absolutely fine. So just run up to the top. We'll do the top end, and then I'll just do rows down the field until 3 o'clock or job complete. We do now have 6,000 money in the bank, so I'm okay with that. And, this one won't pay too much, but we should, I think, although it's supposed to rain all November, we don't have anything else to do in November. So this is a good, quick income. And I can worry about, or I don't have to worry about interest rates too much until the actual best time to sell silage. What's the time? Real world time is 10:30, so I may do a little bit of silage selling on camera and then do the rest off camera. Yeah, this is pushing us quite a good distance into the field to make the turns, so I'm kind of happy with that. I mean, yes, it would be nice to have 9, 12 metre, 10 metre equipment, but 6 is good, and we do have the horsepower for it, so it's not like we're in big trouble here. I'm going to do alternate rows again. And the reason for that is we can do a 180 turn. I don't have to keep engaging forward and reverse at each end. And we have the accuracy inherent of GPS here to be able to split the rows evenly. And how's that work out for you? That was nice. I mean, yes, it's not a full speed turn, but yeah, I missed a spot. Not my field. I get paid so long as 90% of it's done, so we're good. Put the drink down and also alternate rows is just easier on the equipment. So, indeed, I missed 3 spots now. So, good morning and welcome to Labor Day stream. Yay. What are we on now? Episode 6. Good grief. But I haven't reversed into anything yet, so admittedly I'm doing alternate course and alternate roads, so we don't have to reverse into anything. Haha. Methods to my madness. So I want to check. Oh, saving content. Yes, we can do that. We're already 42 hours into this, and 56,000 litres of fertiliser used. Well, that's a lot. Well, some people just don't get up on Labour Day. I have 2 of them here. 1 and 2, and oh, look at that. We are right on the end. This is a rather conveniently widthed field for our equipment here. Okay, let's go back and check the contract. We are 75% of the way through it. I think we've got enough field left. But I can understand people taking the opportunity to take time off on Labour Day. And also taking a lot of days off before and after. Seemed like there were an awful lot of people not at work on any time after Wednesday last week. So I got a fair number of help desk calls that are nothing to do with me, but hey, I'm the only one here. Okay, it's a problem. I'll let somebody know when they get back on Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever. Oh, great demand at the bales market. I wonder what they want. Oh, I wonder what they want. I might need to change my plans. The problem is you can't tell what it is that's under great demand, so you have to go, oh, is it whole crop silage? Sadly, yes. What I would like it to be would be maize silage, which it is not, or grass silage, which is hiding. I don't know. Let's stop there. So sadly, whole crop silage is is under a great demand, and I don't have any of that. We might have some one day, but right now, not so much. I think when it comes to FS22, that's probably the most unfriendly part of it now, is you are not able, when it says there's a great demand at the supermarket, you cannot look at the supermarket sell point and see what they are buying. So you can't tell, oh, do I actually have any of that? Whereas, FarmSim 19 and 17, you had the ability to look at where the best place to sell a crop was and what a given sell point would pay for a crop. So you could toggle between the two. I don't recall if you could see the highest and lowest price, but I think that's a function of seasons, which wasn't native to 17 and 19. That was a mod. Anyway, that is done and it is 1 o'clock. Not sure I'm going to... The other field that we have to cultivate is the biggest field of the 3 we picked today. So I guess that's going to take us a little bit longer than a couple of hours. Where is grass? Grass fresh. Grass fresh you can't sell. Clover silage, clover hay. BP silage, grass silage. There's grass silage. The grass silage is $2.95. I think corn maize silage is give or take about the same price, and then whole crop silage is worth a lot more. So actually doing other crops for silage is a good deal, I think. Okay, I guess we'll claim that one and we'll figure out where the last one is. We can always make a start on it. 54. And 54 is... oh, we've never been there before. If I go back to my farm, take a left and follow that line down, it'll get us to 54. Seems fair. What's that? That's a cereal factory and that's an oil mill. Okay then. So yes, farmland, we now have the adjusted value of thing. So variable, was it dynamic field price mod is now fixed for Glenleathann, possibly also for Court Farm. But it was a little bit buggy when well, it could have gone that way. Okay. It was a little bit buggy when Glenleathann started. And I think it was not playing well with the map. So there was probably something in new map definitions that wasn't allowing it to work properly. There was a patch 2 weeks ago which didn't fix that problem. And then there was a patch just this last, I think, Thursday. And usually, basically the way the bug manifested was you could select the mod, you could start the playthrough, and when you saved and reloaded, this panel didn't work. So you couldn't select anything. The map didn't appear. It was just a complete mess. And when you went to the store, nothing appeared. So those are now working when you save and reload. So I don't know what the problem was, but it looks like it was fixed. Okay, straight down here to the left, turn round the bottom of our field. And take the next farm track over. Now the other nice thing about this map is you can use workers. If you park a tractor on a field, on a back road like this, and say go to field 15, it will drive there. You can't drive from the middle of a field to another field. You can't drive from the middle of a field to anywhere else, but you can drive from the farm track to the entrance of a field. So you actually have to select the entrance of the field in order for the worker to get you there. But that's kind of good enough. So if you don't know your way around the map, what you can do is I could stop here Oh, brakes. Select the worker. No, that one. And then say set destination to here. And do that. And then jump back in the tractor, and the worker will take you to where you've selected by the most efficient route possible. Any second now we will get to where it's taking us. Any second now. And the worker is done. Hey, isn't that marvellous? Now, how do we get in this field? I wasn't seeing anything on the map that would indicate, yeah, that's probably the entrance. Because it's where it's not. It's where there looks like there's an anomaly at the edge of the field. So I'm going to assume that is the entrance. Or we're just going to drive around the field a few times until we find it. That is not the entrance. Okay, now I'm in England. Oh, it is the entrance. Good, good, good. So we'll spin it around here. Looks like this is going to be a 0-degree course again. Should have been unfolding while we did that. Yeah, it's unfolding now. Just put it on the floor and let's go. Now, it looks like predominantly this farmer does his work that way. Which kind of does make sense, because you're going across the hill in that direction rather than up and down it. Anyway. And this cultivator and the seeder are all part of the Horsch DLC, which I did promise was going to be a part of this playthrough quite predominantly. I'm trying to use stuff that either I've never used before or is part of a DLC pack that that I pay, you know, obviously while I'm buying the season pass, so it is effectively discounted. It's still worth, yeah, it's still effectively paid for, so to heck with that, we're going to use it. No, forwards. Let's go forwards. Forwards is good. Thank you. Okay, 1:30. We've got about an hour and a half before the rain comes. I have installed a weather weather station on the farm. So the predictions of what weather we're getting and when should be a little bit more accurate. Unfortunately, I've got no idea how to test for that. You know, it's supposedly the predictions get more vague as time goes on. Kind of like last week it said it was going to thunderstorm on Wednesday and Thursday this week in the real world, and today it's going to be 90 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday this week, so no thunderstorms. So, yeah, the way out predictions tend to be a little bit less accurate, and supposedly the same is true of Farming Simulator 22. The predictions, when you look at what weather's going to happen when, are a little less accurate the further out they're predicting. I don't know if number of days per month plays into that. So obviously December's going to be snowy. Well, if December's 4 days away, then it might not be very accurate. But if yeah, whatever. But still, But as I was saying, there's nothing player viewable that you can see percentage accuracy of the weather weather prediction for a given day. Nothing, player facing and cruise control you would accept. So, it's entirely possible that this is 100% accurate, 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, 50, 40. But if you've got a weather station, it's 95, 80, 90, 85, 80, 75, 70. I don't know. We're not told this information, so it is what it is. Take this down to the bottom. We'll do 2 headlands along the bottom again, and then we'll start doing alternate rows across the field and alternate rows back. Or it'll rain. One of the two. Now I would like some fertilisation contracts to come up, because they pay a little bit over because they're reimbursing you for your used fertiliser. So obviously if you're using digestate or whatever, that's all pretty much free income bonus for using the free stuff. And the same with seeding contracts. If I can seed a field, they're going to reimburse me for the seed I use, but if I've already got the seed, then it's not, that's free income or extra income. And lift that up. So, what else is really happening? Well, it's Labour Day, we're having burgers this afternoon. Unfortunately, we now have enough burger buns this week. I think last week we decided to have something in a burger, something in a bun. And Teenage also decided to eat most of them over the days beforehand, and so we didn't have enough for everybody on the day we decided to have whatever it was we were having. Was close this week because she decided she was going to have a chicken sandwich in using some of the burger buns up, but we still have 4 buns left and there's only 3 of us, so not a problem. If we'd had less than 3, or if we'd had exactly 3 yesterday, I would have said, well, if you have a sandwich today, you're not having a bun in your burger tomorrow. Which really, back when I was in England, we did have, when I was a child, should I say, not back when I was in England. When I was a child, burger patties were served with chips, for the Americans among us, French fries, and a vegetable, and no bun. And it wasn't until